the sun and give thanks for today and for our creation. Wabanagi people.
If you're lucky enough to be one of the connectors and you're first one on top of that building, there's a great satisfaction of freedom, almost like the great eagle that flies above us all.
I was always told from my elders that it runs in us not to be scared of the heights. It's like natural for us to be up there. And a lot of people who's heard about the trade are curious about it. And I guess they all want to go and try it. And when they do try it, it becomes natural to them, like an instinct almost.
For decades now, Mikmaq men have left their home reservations to travel south of the border in order to work on steel high-rise buildings. This is their story.
Ida bah few interest of tim ni kan dulu na na pada dep kis mai da ya set, you know. Na we let tak tapi not kis na se da ya cha na ba ko ma rutia.
Oh na do you list to me mai you want do you na mai drum elo ko para ora mestre we you have ni pas na boom elo ko ba ala boom house ne de ala boom house na elo dia ko dan die Nifka, Kessica, Sik, Marshall, and Maple, and the Buxal Hade, the Ace Pilot, can of David. I was telling him up shop.
Banego, which we did net tell and wega the World Cup town, Delaware na, the Medusi World Cup, Chemunige, as Michka Medway up Tan Livson, that day, will go on age, she didn't wait out, she da, but may easier we go bite, may Namazega, Bastung side the Lena. Even if in job, I'm commission.
Ah, Molgo, Abamolo, when no way, you look past Tabuji, and no Galogic, and you win you does it.
When they go, get away work for when they go. Guy school, we and tell we need a barrier and work for Germany. But more chance when I'm modest, no will go on a day mega.
When I was younger, I was going to school and I used to walk railroad track ties going to school. So I was kind of like getting that balance, but I didn't know I was already training to be an iron worker at that age.
أنا مقتن للودا غزوة كده غزوة منتي نيجي من عالم غزوة مقايس بدك مقايكن مقايس بدك إنه وغادي نبغى وينجيهم يعني مينا راينا مجاريك باستن كلاليد الاليد لا تانك أقمنا نيجي كلا ولا إنه وغادي تامي مجيء ترى ولا من دون نسبة كلا نيجي نقول تدرسنو بايس بقدر واني بقينا لأنجو ده ميدك.
Most of the guys left home with little or no training.
The only training I got was on the job from the guys I went to work with. One of the elder guys, more experienced, taught me how to climb the column. And that's how I was trained. You get a good partner, then they'll teach you their experience.
So don't abon kan nige ban egen udo muchi nige kisno na de waki mama. Look at school every day 5-6 months to was job to get to a year or so. You know, first hand that's the best way that you can do masinage on the job.
Okay, so I know, no, musi pada mukli I tell him music I don't connect with musi pada muna perkuswana. So in time we might know safety, musinige. 200 feet it was wood column down the road. So that you had to be good shape.
like the heights. I enjoy the heights. I love being up high, testing myself every day. And when I was just a kid, my parents had trees 20, 30 feet up. My mother would go ask my father, where's our son? He's up about 20 feet in one of the trees right now, climbing around. Never bothered me.
La nujis pa tamo kaya mo. Ana pok luwas to kana na dun chidla start to luwas tani gel ba pa ang kasawe go kan mesna. Pas waje mo ida haiji da pas kasa bo kan ta wa ka waru na panagalusi.
Teuji matjueju ya kampusi. Apa sakka mi dei jinam de lo amu jala lu kan gilen no indis no de maya ben no da yal guswadi ji.
Oh ja, bilwin no mau do dieka o itle ka kanoaga St. Regis. A hoka ninaka few wine worker. Mau do dieka benia.
Waltes ka amani galta انه والمنكليك بس مقارنة Indian Sea waltes ka ban nog de dabujik. Dis wa West Lake up in Arizona.
Bastung telode ma me walik swa usiegam ne nait jemu det. Mischadet biltu den modern nudet. Kada bastung kan bana ich. Wal das walaski ga bana gadu wujit koyaski tanji wais gejisi gannuin.
No isna sa ina. Kami maju kan banara se wa zaga walena like walik sulio in sedia lo wena you know little galu na dia.
Because we start doing a week or two midway, you know, nervous doing, I was in me, I used doing it.
You start from the smallest job. You might be going to get bolts. You might be doing odds and ends, walking around the ground, till you start getting a little more experience. You can either put in corrugated decking, you can be a welder's helper, you can be a connector, you could be what they call a plumb up guy that plumbs the building up, or you can do other various things that requires detail work.
Connectivity na ija tanjiwa a normal gang tabuji connectivity tabuji hukane wijik nagamo asusi nagan mas wiga digan ebiji gach number kebiji ga gilegim chik quinman gasawo alago nam sitami gasawo aicha ayada aniktuga so mas pagi gwilman telimaskin what order al gidiman lam kasawi nagan ikojua ala dabo you know wazu na mudan degen igan weji don
Connectivity, connect iron, a big street near me, there's a map change, Khazawa bridge. I was a connector. Yeah, hit connector, they call me. Escamadam Khazawa, Wakamin Escamadam Zo Guzuan, a Escamadam Razawa, you make it, a Halagita big stick, but you was a moldio, I do both Daro, so Guzuan, neat side of Monaghan. Messi Khazawa had up changes. She's at Hello Chaba.
I'm Chanada and Gokado, Lazo, which who are, I'm with Panagin, Adayum and a grain, boom up, Arcadun and Deck, strain Uxwato, Boxwal, his neighbor talk, Benaun Nido, Pamanipsak talk to Lazo. I was Panagadun and Deldo and before Doctor and Nadia, the Gilead. Tiljal Gilead is a Mikmaq nagwek because I like bread when I want to open a cake. Mikmaq still jack wedge use it. But the model to look big because nemi guy in work moklu and nast in a will.
Bajai that's like your right hand man. Negama kila crane operator Bajai amus padrustem wallet. Amus padrustem wallet. Amus padrustem wallet skilkil. Amot sidi yakamtio. Apa sidi yakamtio. Sidi yakanu de mayo.
Grain operator, low at one. But get you stand winning. Grain operator is Dr. Joanna, but I'm getting messages. Dr. Nemi Standel Yakal Dr. Zinna, after letting the orderman, but an enask. I don't look at Johanna. Dr. Dating is a good all away, but Lamonimi, but Bacasso, but Nink, but Ogin, Niscameli tell me, I beg to see it, but I'm quarter range.
Well, safety steady, safety gunci custody. Unda mais hoje mora skita baki hoje mora sisi. Ranuta mystical dona sit kulora o ikaziajiga sanoni.
You gotta pay attention with your own eyes and your partner's eyes. Your partner's got your back, and he's got you. You know what I mean? We got each other's back all the time, and you have to have trust in your partner because you're never always working with the same guy.
Ai mu di na boy sim ngali ai juga rami tu ja ala de ke mo lo kuno na na de mun jila jile wa da ke na ko ni sa ke de wa na mun jile wa le punega mina mo lo kuno na ka ni la mo na ji no panina kila especially da to connect yo na panina wal na china
magis mi amui ke un gis ku un se wi ke wi adi which ka magis wi ke un magis wi ke un is no la drugs magis swalo na much para de pakpin. So music is good. Don't you? Let us put a game more. I can't about it. Magis till me majuna.
Over the years, new regulations have made the iron workers' job site a much safer place to work.
Pasas manida ninjile and ignas must start to safety. Mo mi okta biya mo you know biga la ribni after. City Nishina, they regard us, they don't say me out. But Nina, more big, more was a connector.
Kasi before ni iludi and yana, me sano ko nigap chimunige, nige nagal takpis in this city. Ma nisi on unless up course in nisun nakayan. That's the only way nisi this. Mishka, well, it's 100% safe.
Safety ab cable all around ababit des kasok jok tu bilasaga na safety nastek safety line ma nisian ma la nisa kasin kat ni mach kuyan en dabi daega du wa na crane to 10 days ye ak tok tu wa luk sien wala misek skelo dige ba bandu le ba bijau te la busang klade gen gisko it's against the law dige safety doji safety we got.
Iron workers have a special set of character traits to do what they do.
First, he'd have to be an independent person. Second, he'd have to be in excellent physical condition. And third, he'd have to have an open mind. And those traits is what can bring you to your success of being an iron worker.
Padli multas recommend what we when danu na mumalayuk because nadallu wan nagasawo ituga malaydes was ma kisi malayun because salted
kadin talo na mo na kadu enu nuga na because moldun sulie ya emmige mo aktivun kadna talia bankete sen rentum amus panelo ko isteti pastung kawa mollo pa bestemetta amus panelo ko di bala delim ko dik na den mi imagine hello.
The job doesn't come without its challenges. When there is no work in New Brunswick, the men have to travel to earn a living, which may come with its own hardships.
Siga medwe kaswa ina kina begi majan jijwa go on delada ga amush payment especially as a connect raising gang naspina say you're the main guy naspin gang the gilo dokchu gida mo kasawo aki ga bada ala na so dong kasawo nagila mush pa steady amen ma gizmi so na mushi da mush pa dalli ya ni nego dallo ina nego dallo ga so connect dewi
Medweg, udah mush pa nacht ma muk family ma jaina jijwa mant 2 months eluguna moguru bijauna me go dika zwaina
modep kadamun me lo jim tu wena ka kadno kistep kadamun ana medwe ginjam na jiga basto spele lo diega spele ko zam ganeka 500-600 miles ay mana medwe
galuk mi majwan gizit sai ja daluan gasawo itu pas me galuk ba wigi za bai ja chiganik tu ka pa pelado na danuan mali yo akanja banas penching a wigi nadel ai munide no gaswain ai mena se begizin desi wala wa mem ko bidaya wa mau ganjang akte bidem puna khji wa sami ala ita that day, I had a worker, Mundu work, is put out, look, Mubas need,
I've thought about it already. Like I was called to go to work before my wife had the child, and I was like, I can't miss that right now. I said I don't want to, as my father was gone a lot when I was born, but I still miss the job. I'm still gonna want to go. But as of now, it is very difficult leaving because he's a newborn and you don't want to really leave a child right away. No, I didn't even want to leave to come do the interview. Just a bundle of joy.
Palene ko itlim kigala nuwe ka dil na ya. New Brunswick ka ko chuna dai mo la mas chowes. As it died, the doctor, New Brunswick is tough to beat. Wages,
Then you can spread the planks and then spread the bolts, and then they'll have to be put in, which takes about 2-3 hours, maybe longer.
Apprenticeship. High school certificate union.
My dad says, well, there's an apprenticeship program. You go into that, you'll become a full-fledged iron worker and train to the T. So it was done in 3 blocks. I would go to school for 9 weeks per year. And at the end, you had to accumulate 7,000 hours, and then you write your red seal. And they taught me everything in there, from the safety, to the blueprint reading, to the welding, to cutting, to rigging. And it was amazing.
Today, the Mikmaq ironworkers of Listuguj reminisce about their lives and experiences on the job.
I made the Boston Globe, and it says, Kenny Mitchell walks a beam like strolling in the park. And this...
you do make it look easy.
Yeah, and this guy here, Weldon, he was from another country. He's a black guy, real nice guy. And he says, asked me where I was from, heaven. Because he said he never seen anybody walk around on the steel like I do. You could see the... And you walk on videotape, you are not a Jesus, tell up, Daggy still away a ladina. Pamonen works a paddle dike, he's in an.
And the steel is coming up. And the 2 guys on the ground, I'm telling them that it's okay to keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up. Annu kasa de midis, kasa to garlu di slimuk. Kasa de metnina, pas dan delu ya ba dan ju na majain partner lim to na. Nige ya kasa bo skawasa kasa ula debawa. Gizimsen masel goana liek without a doubt. Una ka majai ka anadlu sabonu.
Well, pas don't claim to vale you see. Yeah, union tell Diaga is Panan no Tawaki Muji. You know, I mean, job again Muji. You can even Muji no steady to make it a Madam Nigan.
For some, the work also came with a price.
Pukul giz nemi doang, giz nemi kap nokte 60 ka. Pukul kan nuji list to giz 60. Nokte nemi kap 60. Mulung nemi doap na. Pada wajim tuwe after night ko juana. Lagi skuk pesiwa ya, na me still nemi na jina milk sink.
The life of an iron worker is challenging, but for most of them, it is also very rewarding. Most would go back tomorrow if the opportunity came up.
Biggest reward is at the end is seeing the job well done, seeing the job come to a complete finish and seeing what it's going to be doing. Like, I never seen the complete finish of the job yet, but I know that I'm going to go visit my last job site and look at it when it's all running and stuff and say, hey, I put all that steel up.
Sulio important te we kasi ya amus pagekun man, you know. Medwe mo ay ja wakun mo sulio Oksida ulmi imagine at least, you know. Ugal tayo on emi dun nige ya, you know, amus pel ugan amus pagedan tun, you know. Magan mun na magan uo ini uo pagedan tun am kisna amus pel. School e wina isige de wasina. Kisma jai de zakis lu de sanik sadam.
For Kenny Mitchell, the iron worker's life has been good, and now he can reap the rewards of a job well done.
Na kari de piaban no egadio de basian mo will na speak yardi tukta pina ape aliang kida no kisiwayana aksudem na nok de delik na delawaya nok emsen man job han kamulam tukta pamabunado. Because tlamuksis ni nekkunkiga seskooldi bini. Megis ko kasat mangkaron. Ahtelo ya nokkis chini muyana mahaulle jiwap. Na gen wajali kain wap sijikal kain ngan we gadi. Akis ku wale. Well dasi ni na nis kamiga muis kistel logan na anki jahnus mekki kina muisi usidar logan. Wech kugul digi matche wech ka uksit sia ward no dan elin no dig uksitin talugud no kaso itu ichka jigli da dijin no we gadi ne bitu yang ki da su dida a me kuluk kuluk sin ne mo uksit mi yakis ku ga di dij na basta ai gis ku teli mun no na well da ja ne pis je jugu wana ter interview walin walali